Chosen ones, empaths, and all the real ones. Have you ever been confronted with someone who's familiar with your life situation? Be wary of someone who's just wary of your life situation when you first encounter them, because they may have been prepped. Alright, I'm not trying to make you paranoid, I'm not trying to make you doubt people if you've got good people around you. I'm not trying to make you plant seeds of doubt in your head. But what I'm trying to say is narcissists will often send people to befriend you. Once they know the relationship's unsalvageable, they can't get you back, they resort to sending people that are similar to themselves, or their minions or flying monkeys. They'll send someone to befriend you. Alright, it's not always just in a romantic sense, it can be in a friendship sense, but they're already prepped, they're already well versed, they already know ins and outs about your life, they know what to say, what not to say. Alright, so they're linked, and then they'll feed information back to the former narcissist. This is not really I've heard it a few times in sessions, but it's not as common, like it's not as common as you think, right? Like, I'm not trying to say everyone's going through that, but I need to put it out there for people that are feeling like they're going through these sorts of things, because this is why sometimes you can end up in a cycle. You go excuse me, I'm sorry. You go from one narcissist to a toxic individual to a toxic individual, and sometimes these can be linked, you see. Just watch out for it, just be wary for it, because if someone's like coming up to you all familiar and smiley, and I posted that song on the community post about smiling faces by Undisputed Truth, it's from years ago, but even back then, these smiling faces, you gotta watch out for them, you know what I'm saying? So please press the like, share and subscribe button. Type of behavior often happens in the streets. Okay, they see potential in someone younger than them, they see potential in someone that they can manipulate to do things and stuff like that, and they'll latch onto them, or they'll pass them around to their friend, right? And it's just to get them to use them to do dodgy dealings and things like that, right? So oftentimes this will happen in the street. This is a lot of street behavior that you'll see, but they carry this off into, these types of individuals will carry this off into their romantic relationships as well. So they will get a friend to DM you, to see what you say, these sorts of things. And this is very common. You see, this is very common, like DMs and things like that. Like, a lot of you won't get baited out by it if you get some random DM, but I'm just saying, if you're vulnerable, you're lonely, you're feeling like that, just be vigilant. You have to really be vigilant, because this is what happens. And yeah, they're linked, like, when I made a video a little while ago about this subject, and some people in the comment section said it happened to them. So if it is happening, because the way they're going to present themselves, these individuals, is like they're the answer to your problems, because they're prepped, because they know what to say, because they know what to say. You'll eventually, the mask will slip, you'll eventually see through them, but it's just another time waste, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? You ain't got time to be given to endless, giving your time and devotion to people in whatever type of relationship circumstance. You ain't got your time to be giving all this devotion and love and care and attention and time and energy and everything towards these people that are just playing a game, you see? And they're feeding information back. All right. So a lot of this is kind of delving off into another topic, but I'll do it. Sometimes your affiliates and your friends and people around you will feed information back to the narcissist as well. So this is not like they're linked and they're coming there and it's an unknowing person, but sometimes people that will feed information back, either unconsciously or consciously. They like doing it. This is the types of things, because the thing is, some of you have been in romantic relationships, right? And people around you were jealous. Some of you have been in friendships or had businesses or had a life that you were living, and people around you, they were smiling in your face, but they was really jealous. They was wishing misery for you, and they're quickly you know, these individuals that are so-called close to you, not all the time, I'm not trying to make you paranoid or anything, but they would go on your woman or your man or your whatever, and they'll jump in your place. Like, they are like that. This is the kind of level, so you got to really be careful about who you have around you. For those of you that do have company and acquaintances and friends and things like that, just be careful about who you're letting in, especially in the digital realm, especially in the digital realm as well. Um, there's this constant access to them. They can gauge a lot of info just from how your life's progressing as well. So, because you're posting and things like that, they can see a lot of that as well. And I know many of you don't are not on social media for valid reasons. But like I always say, never be. If you are on social media and you're coming off it, don't delete your profile. I would say that because it might be one of those regret things. You'll be like, oh, maybe you'd want to go back to it at another point in time. You never know. So, uh, yeah, I had a session with someone, and they was in a weird, um, toxic friendship, and the narcissist tried to get tried to lure them to, someone that they knew, like to go romantically involved with. Okay. And this is what happened to them in the session, but it was to keep tabs on them. So even when they were moving forward, um, they they was friends with them, toxic friendship, but they was trying to lure them to a female that was acquainted with that person. Weird. They've got some sick fantasies. They got some sick fantasies. So these are the types of like set up people, and that. They'll set you up, they'll do these things. This is what they're like. They're all cut from that cloth. I remember there was some 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 individual, I don't know them, but they went to go meet, a friend, a female that they thought was their friend, and they got set up, and then they got, their life got, um I don't know how to put it on YouTube. Their life got ended. And I don't know them, but this was just in the news and stuff. And this is the types of stuff that can lead you to this sort of behavior. And there was a program that I watched when I was really, really young, right? It was called The Honey Trap. If you're from the UK, you probably know what it was. And it was a young kid who befriended this girl, and um, was buying her gifts, and they was having a really good time and everything like that. And then she set him up with a bunch of, his enemies. And as in the UK, he was a really young kid, and his life got taken. So I'm not saying these extremes are going to happen to you. I'm just saying that narcissists will bring someone into your path to feed them information. So just watch out for it. But like I said, I had that session with the person that similar sort of thing as that honey trap, like trying to get him to lure him to a person that's acquainted with them, and they may even be together and all that. I'm not even delving into that. Like, they may be, be intimate together, and they don't mind like sharing. Like, they're weird. They're weird. Watch out for these people. I'm telling you, they're weird. They're fucked up. Excuse my language. So remember, I'm 24 hours now. So if you're ever in need, middle of the night, something like that, you can always book a session. I'm covering all time zones now. I don't know where you're exactly watching from. I know some of you watch from America, but I've gone through it, and there's different all around the world. So I'm open for all time zones. So I just want to just prepare you not to be too open. That reminds me, there was another person in a session. This was a little while back. They ended the relationship with the narcissist. The relationship ended with the narcissist, and as they was on their journeys, people was trying to approach them. So some individuals were trying to approach them, and they never pieced it together. But then they realized, after all the chaos ensued and stuff like that, that this individual that approached them, two individuals approached them on separate occasions, which is uncommon for women to approach men. It's not always like uncommon, but it's not doesn't happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's a bit rare to happen in the same week or whatever like that. And he didn't go down those routes with those people, but they was most likely affiliated, or at least that's what he believes. You see, so a lot of what they do is it them? Is it not them? Is it not them? So just be careful how you move and be very vigilant. And yeah, you can read that story on the honey trap. If you type in honey trap, it was on. Yeah, it was in UK. You know, uh, even if you're from UK, it might be something that interests you as well. So, anyways, thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate the support. Please book a session if you'd like to. I'm now available 24 hours across all time zones. You can also request custom videos. All video requests are processed in 24 hours. You're welcome to donate or support to the channel if you'd like to. My podcast is now on Spotify. Check out the spiritual channel for more content. All links you need are in the description box below. And I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.